Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Bob Benbow, the Cadillac Marketing Manager at General Motors. Thanks for joining us, Bob.
Thank you very much for having me.
Got some big news you're talking about, a new version of the Cadillac Escalade, the 2021, and you've got lots of cool new features in here. I'll let you start off giving us an overview.
Sure. So we actually like to organize how we talk about the new car around three major features. I guess that's where I'll start. So the first, you may have seen, if you've seen any interior pictures of the car, is the 38-inch curved OLED display. Really exciting, first of its kind in automotive. And we think people will really they'll focus on that as soon as they open the door of the car because it really is beautiful. The second is we have a new partnership with AKG. It's a sort of a high-end audio equipment company, sort of more famous for studio equipment. They've been around for quite a long time. This is their first integration into automotive. And we got a really fantastic up-level 36-speaker system that is truly impressive that AKG provided for us. And then the third thing we like to talk about is Super Cruise. And people are familiar with Super Cruise because we had it in the Cadillac CP6. But it's our hands-free driver assistance feature. And this vehicle will be one of the next generation of Super Cruise rolling out to Cadillac this year, along with our two sedans, the CT4 and the CT5. So we're super excited to get it in the hands of more customers.
Well, describe for us what is on the this OLED screen, this display in the vehicle, what it's replacing. What's the information that's on there?
Basically,
everything.
It's everything. I know that sounds like a silly answer, but so it's three separate displays that are kind of in one unit. So on the left, you've got we're calling the control panel. In the center, you've got the cluster display, which sort of replaces your standard instrument cluster. And then on the right, we have the infotainment screen. And so basically all vehicle functions really are integrated into those three screens. The cool thing about the cluster display is that because it is an OLED screen, there's a lot of customization you can do with it. You can actually pull augmented reality navigation into that center cluster, which will show you a view of the road ahead, and will actually overlay navigation on the road to show you, hey, turn here, turn here. You can also pull the map if you're navigating into that center cluster as well, and it kind of gives you a view of where you are on the road, where you're going. It's pretty awesome. So I think you'll be excited to check it out.
So you've got some exciting camera technology in here too, if you're able to do this augmented reality stuff.
We do, yeah. The vehicle has a number of cameras all around it. The augmented reality is based on a forward-facing camera that's in the vehicle's grille. And with this vehicle being the size that it is, we obviously integrate a lot of cameras into it just to make it a little easier to handle. The vehicle has standard 360-degree HD surround vision, which is sort of that bird's eye view, that people like to use to park and to sort of navigate closed spaces. So we made that standard because it's just something that comes in real handy when you're driving a full-size SUV.
And you're incorporating your Super Cruise technology into this. Tell us about that, and for people who aren't familiar with it, what it does.
Sure. So it's a hands-free driver assistance feature that works on closed highways. And what I mean by that is what you would think of as sort of a standard highway with exits. So it's actually kind of a belt and suspenders approach, right? Because it uses multiple pieces of technology as sort of integrated with each other to back each other up. So it uses radar and adaptive cruise in the vehicle. It uses cameras that watch the lines on the road. And then we also have GPS mapping of all the roads where it functions. And basically, if you think of yourself sitting in the car with your Super Cruise or with your cruise control on, you can hit the button for Super Cruise. The vehicle will start recognizing where you are and the lines on the road, and then it will light a green bar on top of the steering wheel, and that's letting you know that you can take your hands off the wheel, and the vehicle will start to steer itself, and it will keep distance to the vehicle in front of you, and it will try to stay at the speed that you set it to with the cruise control. It is really fantastic. The vehicle also watches your eyes, makes sure you're paying attention to the road. But our customers have really loved it because it gives you a chance to just relax a little bit. They feel a little more refreshed when they get to the end of their journey. And you can honestly just keep your hands in your lap, and the vehicle will drive itself to some extent.
Terrific. And you've got something that you're calling the rear camera mirror. Does that replace a
Right.
standard mirror, or tell me what you're doing here?
It does, yeah, and this is something people really like as well. So your standard rear view mirror, and so the vehicle does have a rear view mirror, like just what you would think of, but you can flip a little toggle on the back of the mirror, and then it actually projects a screen inside the rear view mirror that actually just gives you a view out of the back of the vehicle. So if you have groceries, stacked up in the car, or you got a full car full of friends and family, and it's difficult to see out the back window, it's nice because this is giving you an unobstructed view to the rear of the vehicle. So it's a really nice feature.
Another feature that's employs some cool tech is night vision. Tell us what you're doing there.
Right. So night vision is an available feature as well, like the rear camera mirror. And so it's so I actually am marketing manager for XT6 as well, which is our large midsize three-row SUV, which also has night vision. So there's a small night vision camera, forward-looking, just beneath the grille on the front fascia. And if you are traveling at night, you turn it on, you will get a small, actually it's pretty big on the Escalade especially. You'll get a night vision display in your center cluster that will show you a view of the road in front of you. And it actually is integrated with the pedestrian alert system so that it will actually try to recognize either people or animals. It'll put a little box around them to help you see it. And it will light up a little alert just to let you know that those, objects are in front of you on the road. It's pretty great, especially if you live in a rural area without a lot of street lighting. Some GM folks who live, sort of a little farther out from Detroit have really come to appreciate it. Driving home late at night or early in the morning, it's pretty handy.
And finally, entertainment in the vehicle. You're doing something new for the rear seat passengers.
We are. So these are new 12.6-inch rear seat entertainment displays. They are touch sensitive. We have HDMI inputs in the center console, so you can actually plug in and play stuff on the displays separately. They also have some streaming capability, and they also have the ability for a little bit of screen mirroring if you have an Android phone. So they're pretty cool. And on this vehicle, at least, those rear seat entertainment screens are a very popular option still. So we think we'll get a lot of people interested in them.
Really cool stuff. So tell us when people can get their hands on the 2021 Escalade and what you can tell us about pricing, where it starts.
Sure. So that question is one that obviously is coming up a lot because everybody's excited. So later this year, we're thinking Q3, Q4, you'll be able to get yourself an Escalade. And pricing we have not announced yet. I can say that we are trying to keep the starting price close to where the previous generation was, and we'll announce pricing in a month or two.
Terrific. For more info, where do we go?
Cadillac.com. Yeah, get there. I mean, if you want to stay in touch with us and hear more about pricing or ordering plans, please sign up for updates because I will be on the horn with our customers and let them know what's coming.
Terrific. Bob Benbow, thank you for taking the time with us.
Of course. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cooking with the power of the sun. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, here to tell you about the latest innovation from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. The GoSun Fusion has arrived using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. A really bright idea. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. I love what Patrick and his team are doing, and so will you. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co to check out all of the company's products and innovations and use the code Techstination to save 10%. That's gosun.co.